What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay.
I'm Craig.
Tiff.
And we are at the end of OTAs. All of the voluntary and involuntary stuff. The next time these teams come together, there will be actual, practice and getting ready for preseason. Unfortunately, that's the good news.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that means that we have nothing for, a month. This is always, the worst time because, you're excited. You're at your most excited because it's
very excited,
right there. But
We just gotta get through
nothing
July.
happening.
We just gotta get through July.
And then, the Stanley Cup's over by this point. The NBA Finals are in. So now you're left with, mid-season baseball, which even baseball fans don't care about because, nothing's really happening.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of meaningless games. And it's oh, God, I have nothing. I can't even turn to alternates. You're, watching, dodgeball on the Ocho and stuff. It's crazy. But, we have some things that have happened in the last week. There's been some change-ups. Jamal Adams has decided to hang it up after 7 seasons. I just could not remember he was 29. I feel like he's been in the league
for
so
a while.
much longer.
Yeah, but see how quick it shooted up and spit around?
Yeah.
7 seasons?
7 seasons. I mean, like I said, to put he put an impact to the point where you know who he is. He's a recognizable name.
Yeah.
We know that guy.
When the Jets defense was good, we said he's been in the league for 7 seasons. So would Rex Ryan would have been there when he first got there?
Is that right? Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
that might have been Rex Ryan's because it definitely wasn't. It wasn't solid. It wasn't another guy, and it wasn't.
No, Salah's
Yeah,
fresh.
yeah.
But yeah, he was with you for Salah. I would have been.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Said Vrabel.
So I mean, no, he wasn't there with Vrabel. He came to Tennessee this past year. Remember we signed him in
Oh,
offseason.
that's right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
So he was just injury prone. But that's what happened after he was playing with the Jets. Went to Seattle, played a couple. Remember, he got hurt. He was out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just been.
He just
either
started.
had
He'd
season
come in,
injury-
have
yeah.
great season or great games, and then hurt.
And there was talks that he was going back to the Jets, right?
Yeah, I had very much heard that they were talking about the Jets, and it was okay, that would be a fit. He's a veteran. He could help out and stuff, and then just boom, nope, I'm out. Wow, damn, that was fast.
I think the injuries added up.
As I was saying, if your body is just screaming at you,
And
you
the way
won't
he
start
hits, the way he
listening.
plays.
He is a very physical,
Do you want to be back?
very
in
physical
the
safety.
Jets?
So
No offense, dude.
he's, yeah. Well,
Also, he said he's 29. I mean, he's almost 30. Some people's bodies hold it better than others, and it's all about how to take care of it.
And he's a safety. That's
and
a
I
lot
guess,
of.
yeah.
That's a hard job.
And if you're
Hard
stationary,
hit.
maybe, but you bounce it around,
And you fly.
by the time we
Cities,
get,
yeah.
and you're relentless and vicious with your body when you
Yeah.
throw it. That's
by the time we get, all the teams talking to me, by the time we get them established, I'm really going to need to retire. So what's the point? And then you just go ahead and hang it up. But, he was good while he played.
Only if
3 Pro Bowls in 7 seasons is pretty good.
Yeah.
he was okay. Bro,
Well, you say he
Are
was
you
hurt
bitter
when
because he didn't play that much for you?
No, I'm not bitter.
You sound bitter.
It sounds a little bitter.
When I
Just a
just,
little
no, not bitter. When I think about
lemon,
safeties, I think about Rod Woodson. I even think about you guys as safeties. I think about the one who still isn't in the Hall of Fame.
You talking about Darren
Williams?
Woodson?
Yeah, there's so when I think of safeties, I just remember so many. Jamal Adams was good for his time, but I think Earl Thomas was better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else? Even when he got older, Eric Weddle was a safety at the end of his career, right? Even though he was a quarterback,
Yeah.
he was a good safety.
He was a good safety.
And then even when Charles Woodson went back to being a safety, he was good.
Yeah.
And that was late in his career. So I just think of there's so many.
Ed Reed.
Yeah,
John Lynch.
We had Troy Polamalu, all them.
Troy Polamalu.
Yeah.
We had a lot of good safety. So
Monster.
when he was good for his. But is that what's going to happen when we get with these really speedy, twitchy players now? It's the other ones, they lasted longer. We got our defensive people.
Everybody's different. They have different injuries. They have some people never
and you see them
kick. And some
Yeah,
people
but we're also
play.
moving to a smaller player. Players are faster and stronger, but they're smaller, and we're kind of noticing a lot of injuries. And I'm wondering if maybe.
Well, you know how that goes. It cycles through. I think they might go back to the old style if people keep getting hurt. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, I mean,
That's true. Going to the bigger body person and
Like
Yeah.
when you see that's not really working because of injuries.
They're all about. I guess you figure out how to make the person faster, still be a little bit bigger because only thing about it is just they're all about the speed of the game now
and the athleticism coming out is good. So you just
but if you keep going through safeties, like
but if I can
Kleenexes,
keep replacing them every 5 years because they're coming out
but
of
are
college
they as
like
good
this,
as they were? Like I mean,
that's the
true.
risk you take.
Well, I'm just saying that's how you end up. All right, we gotta figure something else out.
Well, yeah, that's very true. I guess Jamal Adams in NFC and AFC, but in NFC news, Jair Alexander got cut.
Were you surprised?
Jair Alexander was having problems last year.
Yeah,
He
that's
got
what I'm
hurt.
saying. Were you like,
Remember when we were like he didn't play the last 2-3 games?
Yeah.
Because of that coin flip. Was he in a coin flip?
That was the coin
oh,
flip.
that's okay.
Coach should have known that
That
I
he-
was
yeah,
from
this-
there and had me out there.
So you think people won't be willing to deal with stupidity?
I mean,
And
he is a
also-
good corner.
It's
The
his
fact
point.
that he got cut, not traded, because they tried to trade him.
Yeah,
Nobody wanted to trade for him.
yeah.
And if you're going to cut him, that means you were kind of like, dog, come on, give me a
Didn't
fifth
he-
round pick. I'll give you.
Didn't he just get an extension not too long ago?
I don't know.
I think he wanted more money. But my thing about it, I think anybody wanted to take the contract he had. I thought he had signed something a couple years ago. If I'm not mistaken, I could be totally wrong, but
I mean, don't get me wrong. Somebody's going to end up taking him.
Yeah,
Somebody's going to end up picking him
especially
up.
if he's just sitting there.
Yeah, somebody's corner's going to get hurt. Something's going to happen, and he's going to get picked up. But
he has to clear waivers, right? Even though he was cut.
oh yeah, but either way,
Yeah. He'll clear waivers if somebody will pick him up undrafted. Yeah, or a free agent. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I think he got cut like a day or so ago, didn't he?
He should
Was it yesterday,
have
right?
cleared waivers by now.
He had it cleared.
So he might mean somebody's like trying to.
Well, we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to see on that one because that's it's when you get cut and it's not because you play bad. People tend to be a little more hesitant.
Yeah, I mean, some people know like different. They're kind of used to the Madonna. People with attitudes. People make stupid decisions. So there's some coaches willing to take them and try to
I can
mold
work with them. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's true.
So like he's young.
You're
So.
starting to see they want a lot more money up front. Yeah, that's what the problem is.
And
a lot of
I'm not giving you a bunch of money up front if I got to worry about.
Especially about behaviors.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not giving you that.
Yeah. He's a little unsteady, so.
But I think sometimes I'm a big. If you sign that previous contract, now if you've outplayed it, there's a lot of things we can talk about.
Yeah, because we'll.
But
Yeah.
if you're over here like, man, I'm like, you're a fringe. I might allow you to say some stuff, but no. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how it all goes and plays out. But
Yeah, we'll have to see on that. We have some running backs with new homes. Nick Chubb is now a Texan, which I think if we get anything close to the Nick Chubb we had,
Then
that's a big burst for the Texans.
him and Joe
What do you mean, Joe?
Mixon.
Oh, Joe Mixon is still there.
Him and Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
And we're going to do split running backs.
1 year, 2.5.
I'm going to throw it over to Joe, hand it off to Nick.
Yeah.
Dude.
Are you going to be fast enough to cover Joe Mixon coming out the backfield, or are you playing big enough to stop Nick Chubb from going up the middle?
Yeah, I played him twice.
Yeah.
Luckily, you got Jeffrey Simmons, so you got somebody who can deal with Chubb up the middle without too much help.
But Nick Chubb Nick Chubb and Joe Mixon are definitely kind of different.
That is a
Yeah.
nasty.
Because Joe
duo.
Mixon's running his he don't look as strong as he was.
No, yeah.
And you're like,
How do you break all those
he
tackles?
got great hands. Man's a great receiver, running back.
Really good hands.
And dang. Now the whole thing is, hopefully that Houston Texans line got better because that's what really did them in towards.
And they did lose Laramie Tunsil.
Mm-hmm. I hope the pieces they got are going to be able to, because they're going to have problems on their hands, especially that new front Jacksonville got.
Yeah.
Jacksonville went heavy defense.
Yeah, and I mean, they got
yeah.
help on the back end.
Yeah,
and
right.
Jacksonville did a lot.
So it's going to be very like this. Not talking about AFC South, but it's going to be very interesting. It just is with the everybody revamping up, the stuff going on in Indy.
Man, no timetable on that shoulder, man.
Like, it's interesting because these are all just off-season things. I can't wait till the camp starts and the shoulder pads are on.
Yeah.
Right. I'm worried. I'm not worried. I just want to see. I just want to
I'm
see.
worried. I'm not worried.
I just want to see what
I
think
just
I
need
know.
to see in action and make sure it's what I
that's,
think it is.
That's where I am. Like,
I need to just see. Like, okay, now we got pads on. Let's see if y'all really, if he's really hitting these.
Yeah.
Is it boom? Is it just like that?
yeah.
And then I'm gonna, and I can see it on tape. Like, okay.
I don't know if I should be excited or disappointed, and
right.
it makes you like,
Then we're sitting here speculating until we get through. Like already, I'm already speculating. Like it's just.
I have no clue. Like cause I thought we were gonna be good last year, and we were not, and so I don't know what to expect. Like
I would say, we talked about it a little bit. Like just what you heard, what you've been hearing, how often the stuff coming out of these OTAs and everything like that. Good things. Schottenheimer says like they.
Yeah.
So.
He seems to be sounding like he knows what he's doing. He's got everything on the wraps.
Even Dak, it's the there you go. That was they said that was the problem.
Yeah, his sacks went up a lot.
His sacks went up because they be able to time it. So I'm like, you're gonna have to use, if you're gonna keep it, you got to use it differently. Like the Omaha, you got to like trick them with it. You know, you can't do it exactly the same.
Do you know what I'm just starting to piece together? Mike McCarthy is not a good coach.
No, yeah. I think
he gets good really enough good teams.
Why are these people coming after him and being able to get?
He is good enough not to break it, and that's like because he already have a good system when he gets there. Because Green Bay was already pretty much good. So you have Aaron Rodgers.
It really like he's one of them coaches. Like if you got good players and good play, it covers his holes until it doesn't.
We have winning seasons, so all right, but he doesn't have anything other than.
I don't think he has commanded the because if the team's taken to Schottenheimer already and things seem to be a little bit different, that means like he's able to connect to those players better. There's something Mike McCarthy's missing because I remember hearing like about that when Aaron Rodgers was up there.
He seems standoffish to me a little bit. Like
I've heard he's not as
Because we've even heard some of his speeches, and they were just in there like,
"Is that it?"
Yeah. Like I'm like,
I've heard he's very like standoffish, kind of like work from the shadows.
Yeah,
be in his office while everybody else is doing work type of stuff. Not necessarily not working, but just not.
Right. But I mean, if we're gonna talk about what we're talking about, we gotta talk about your receivers actually knowing what it feels like to catch a ball.
That lonely tear in the eye. Where have you been?
They're interviewing them, and like it was Tyrone Tracy kind of talked to him about it. Wandell, Darius Slayton, and they're all just kind of like, well, a quarter, the quarterback. I mean, he puts the ball right, because quarterbacks should do that, but it's right where you need it to be, and it's there fast enough for you not to get killed, but like it's soft and it lands in your hands and it's in stride, and it's just it's really nice to have a quarterback come in and be able to tell everybody exactly how they need it. I'm like, oh my God, y'all, this is just a quarterback. Like this, y'all are so starved.
But then they saying that Daniels is doing good.
He's good in training camp.
You see,
he's good in this part. It's when the pads go on, you got to make the decisions.
People are hitting
you. He's actually got to execute a play.
I don't know. I think he's now like gun shy, and he don't even know.
He's a first read quarterback.
Yeah. They I'm just hearing good news.
Yeah, because if he runs the play, in the first read isn't open. The play's dead. That's it. It's over.
He has a scan well.
He can't do anything past that. And that's why, like I said, Darius Slayton's like, oh my God, because he's like, hey, I know that's not supposed to come to you, but I might throw it to you if you're open. And he's like, yeah, I haven't had that happen. It's like, well, that's sad.
That's a little sad.
That's sad because a quarterback should be able to be aware enough, hey, this is supposed to be open because the safety is supposed to go with you, and I'm be able to hit this guy here. They read this. The safety might drop down. If that happens, I could throw it to you. Like, nope. Safety drop down. Don't know what to do. Throw it out of bounds. I'm getting sacked. My clothes on fire.
So, but yeah, that's just crazy to me. But he's excited though. He ready. He think they going to the Super Bowl.
No, I do not.
He think they pretty close. So like,
no, I do not. I don't think we're going to the Super Bowl.
He's sitting there showing how fast they were sacking Russell Wilson and stuff in practice.
I think
how many people it took to cover Jax.
But anyway, we're still running backs. We haven't got
exactly.
J.K. Dobbins is in Denver now.
Yes.
1 year, $5.25 million.
Yeah.
Nice contract for a guy that definitely has more injuries than
More,
Chubb.
if it's like more injuries than yards.
Yeah.
I
mean, he's a hell of a back when he in. He's really good, but like
he lost a step because of the ACL injuries, double ACL injuries.
Yeah.
Happened to him. But
$5 million is like
and then he missed most of this year. But you're giving Nick Chubb 2.5 and J.K. Dobbins is getting 5.2. Nick Chubb's only really had like the one bad injury.
The Texans spent money though.
He had the one in college, and he had the one in the having that.
Okay, yeah, but that's J.K. Dobbins is hurt every year.
Yeah,
his
but
were
the
more
Texans
horrific.
got other people to pay.
Remember his knee. Both of them was horrific knee injuries. J.K. Dobbins is, not to say ACL, but remember his was like PCL, MCL. Remember when he got crushed in both of them?
Yeah.
So for the that's why he also lifts heavy. He's a
Yeah. But that lifting heavy and being able to have the muscle to protect those tendons kind of makes it help.
It does. It helps keep the knee strong. But
the knee is strong with this one.
Hey.
But
I don't know, but hey,
we'll have to see.
But it's going to be interesting to see how they utilize him. And J.K. Dobbins, it's going to be interesting because now you gave just tell his name. Have his name. What's the boy who's the quarterback in Broncos?
Bo Nix?
Oh,
yeah, Bo Nix. Yeah. Bo Nix is going to have a little bit better. Even though he had Jamal Williams, but I feel like he just didn't. Jamal Williams just wasn't like how he was past couple seasons. It wasn't like he was hitting the hole. It wasn't like he was getting out to those great runs. They actually had a backup running back who was actually doing pretty good. I forget his name. There was a little two-headed monster there.
I can't remember who the other kid was.
Yeah, but it's going to be interesting to see J.K. Dobbins stay healthy, man. Surprised you. I see you stayed in the AFC West. I guess get back at the Chargers.
That'd be funny.
Just a little bit.
But well, that's kind of all the happy news. Now it's just like turmoil and chaos. Because we've got some pretty big name holdouts.
Yeah.
We'll start with the light ones because
it's a light one.
Well, it's light because of the situation.
Okay.
T.J. Watt and Terry McLaurin are not at camp.
Yeah, but T.J. was got that big extension. I don't know why he's doing it.
It was not that big of an extension, and Cleveland kind of messed things up by giving Myles Garrett $40 million. Because now the top tier guys are like, well, that's what it is now. Because that's what you do with quarterbacks. I mean,
yeah.
Now, like I said, I don't fully believe that just because
I paid him, like, why would I pay you that?
Like no
offense. You start doing what he do, then I would give you $40 million too.
TJ Watt is
I don't think Sam Darnold.
TJ Watt, exactly.
I don't think Sam Darnold gets to look at a team and be like, hey, Patrick Mahomes just got this, and I'm a quarterback too.
Like,
so you got to give me that. Like,
you had one.
No, that's not a thing.
He had one decent season,
and some of these teams. I mean, okay, Kyler Murray. I'm your franchise quarterback. Yes, you are the quarterback that we have running our franchise.
Oh my goodness!
But you cannot sit here and tell me that you look at tape of Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen and go,
"That's me.
I deserve that money.
I can do that. Yeah,
I can do that." No.
Yo, he puts no fear in me.
Who, Kyler Murray? No.
Like,
nobody fears the Cardinals at all.
As a quarterback, I'm thinking like, oh shoot, we're getting ready to play the Cardinals today.
Well, he gonna mess it up.
But
so right when he about to skate, he messed it up.
Come in, he's changed his game a little bit, but I don't know.
But the point of it anyway is
you distracted.
We got distracted. Sorry, but the point of it anyway is, but if a quarterback if Patrick Mahomes, well, okay, let's not say Patrick Mahomes, let's say Josh Allen gets a massive contract. Patrick Mahomes can come up and go,
yeah.
So if Myles Garrett's going to get $40 million a year, T.J. Watt can say, all right, y'all, so
what's up?
When you writing that check for me?
So you think, I want to bring up his name because if he
we're getting
like, do you think that's what he's?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
now.
I'm
To be fair with that, from what I'm hearing, I heard Adam Schefter talking earlier today. Was that Schefter or was that Rappaport? I think it was Schefter. Okay. But pretty sure that Watt's going to end up being a camp.
Okay.
Or being in the game. They're probably going to get something worked out.
Okay.
They're not exactly close right now, but it's a major priority. They're going to get that worked out. Hearing the same thing about McLaurin.
Oh, they'll be a fool.
They're going to get that together. By the time he's pissed, it's going to take a lot of snoozing.
They're holding out with McLaurin?
I think they're trying. Money.
They just bought this team. They've got a lot. They've been having to
They're
trying to get a new stadium. They're trying to get they're doing a lot.
They're trying to build a lot of stuff. And then also you got to realize
they're also
getting. They're also getting out of the hole. Whatever was that before? We don't know what.
That was a deep hole of just garbage.
Like when you think about it, what about like, well, we got the team from him, but look at this place. It's
Yeah.
shambles.
Literally, and that's not even like figuratively, like it's not a good team. Like literally, the stadium was in shambles.
Yeah.
It was falling apart.
Yeah.
Pipes are bursting in the stadium, in the seats. Like, ew.
Seats are breaking.
Yeah.
You smell like soot and poo.
It's pretty
Northwest Stadium.
Yeah, but so they they got a
stadium name.
Oh yeah.
It's no longer FedEx Field. It's known as Northwest Stadium.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. They could.
The worst
that
thing
sounds
FedEx,
ugly.
Those seats.
To go with the commander's name.
The seats behind the pillars.
Yeah.
Oh, you will not let this down.
I will not let it go. Why would you sell people a seat where there is a pillar in front of your face?
It is true. If you go to it's not FedEx anymore. It's Northwest.
Yeah.
There is I think there's like 6 of them where there's a pillar that's easily the size of all 3 of us.
Yeah.
And the seats are where I'm sitting right behind the pillar, and they'll sell those tickets.
You can't even watch the game.
It's
terrible.
kind of terrible. That's
terrible.
so horrible.
Yeah, it's an awful. It's nothing like the Cowboy Stadium. Nothing. It's terrible.
That being said, that's probably why some of these things are still taking a little bit. But pretty sure by the time it's time to say let's go, they'll get that stuff figured out. That's what the tempo of the room right now is.
I mean, if you need more time to figure it out, I respect that.
Hey, they can take all year and not sign Terry McLaurin. I'm good with that.
I
but the ones that aren't looking so good are 2 guys that do the same job for the same organization. Cincinnati is bungling, like Cincinnati loves to do, because it's just what they do.
That's what they do.
Trey Hendrickson is holding out. The man has it's been 3 years of him taking 1-year extensions? And what did he say? I am a man of God. I've made a contract. They're going to eventually do the right thing on their end. And I just have to honor my side. And 3 years of that turned into, okay, I've held my side. I've done what I'm supposed to do. I've been here. I produced. I took what you gave me.
Now pay me.
No.
Yeah, this ain't going to work.
My money.
The man is he has 17 sacks. For anybody that doesn't know, I think it's 22 and a half is the record? Mm-hmm. The record in one season is 22 and a half. He had 17. That's pretty close to that. That's a really good number. Usually if an edge rusher has 10 sacks, 11 sacks, you're like, damn, double digits.
Yeah.
Good year.
Yep.
17. Almost 20 sacks. He's making $16 million this year. There's 10 pass rushers that are making more money than him, and none of them are as good as him.
Yeah.
He's the only reason they have defense. The rest of their defense is trash. It is an amazing offense, and Trey Hendrickson. They hope that once in the game, he's going to get a sack, a strip sack, cause a fumble, and that'll be just enough for Joe Burrow to score 50 touchdowns and win.
When you think about it, they lost a lot of good players. They lost Jesse Bates.
Yeah.
It also makes you realize, what...
Bell, too. The one, was he corner safety? Yeah.
Wasn't Awuzie there, too? No, Awuzie wasn't there.
Was he? I thought he was there for
I thought he was a Bengal.
Season or so.
I thought he was a Bengal. They let some good names coming out of the door.
It's so cheap.
Von Bell.
Yes.
They left one of their linebackers. Sam Hubbard just retired. I just don't get how you disrespect. It's not even just one of the best players, and just everybody's he's one of the best people. But you're the Bengals, so do you stop there?
They're so cheap.
Oh no, they don't stop there.
They double down.
They went to their rookie and put in a clause in his contract. Because they realized they could do it. For the first time, they're going to start having their contracts signed up where one voidable season, and they will void all of the seasons of the contract.
So one voidable season for so it has to be the season?
It has to be a season. He can't get hurt a game or two. But
if he get hurt and
if he plays the first, so it's a 4-year contract usually? So let's say he plays the first 2 seasons.
He breaks something.
He tears his ACL.
The third season.
They can just
and void the rest.
Yeah, you don't need the rest of this and get him up out of here.
And he's like, no.
I'm not signing this.
I'm glad he read. I'm glad his manager and them read that contract.
Yeah, he's his agent's exact words were, I'm sorry, I'm not letting my client be your guinea pig.
But see, they got to double down because if he won't sign, then they know they can't get anybody. You can't get anybody else to sign if he won't sign.
Not with that wording.
So if he signs it, then people feel compelled
obligated.
Like they'll have to sign it too. But
hey, let's go to proper management.
And
do you do that the year you're arguing with your best pass rusher and he's the replacement?
He's their first draft pick. He's going somewhere else like next year if he sits out the full year.
Next year,
he's not 26. He's not 30. Where if he misses a year, you're like, oh, dude, what if you're just not right anymore after this?
Yeah.
Yeah, just go work out at some college for the rest of the year and then come back and get drafted next year. It'd be perfectly fine. He said, it just seems like this team is more concerned with winning arguments than winning games.
No, when the rookie...
rookie is schooling you on just ethics and just how to be professional.
Then there's something wrong.
There's something.
All that shows me is he's a person of good character.
Yeah.
I need somebody like that.
It's the Bengals, though. They got them playing leapfrog to get
with cars, Frogger.
To get the training and stuff. Like, would
y'all can't even get them a crossing guard. I think they did. Didn't they move them a little bit?
They finally got something.
They get a little bridge to go over.
Well, their stadium wasn't inside either one. So they just put a tent over. So, like, if they made the playoffs, they couldn't practice a lot of times. They'd have to go to colleges and stuff because it was usually snowing.
Cincinnati.
So for the longest, I think last year was the first season with it.
Cheap.
Yes, they're super cheap.
I have no idea.
They could build like a bridge to go over the traffic.
Probably would cost them maybe $5-10 grand.
In DC,
the price that they make off their popcorn, like they could have just been like, "Hey, all the money from the popcorn concessions are gonna build the guys a bridge," and they're like, "Yeah, no, we're not doing that."
Like they're one of the cheapest.
They're so cheap.
Y'all it's
part of the city.
This is exactly why the Steelers can do what they do.
Yeah,
because teams like this mess up good. They've messed up so many good players coming.
My Jerry don't do that.
No, he does the opposite.
Yeah,
I can't understand why my team is soft. Like, is your quarterback getting a massage in? He's getting a full body massage in the middle of your quarterback meeting.
He's sore.
Is Micah getting his feet done? We're going over defensive plans. He's getting a pedicure. What is this?
It helps you focus.
Don't know why the boys are soft. Like
jealousy.
We had the lineman meeting in the steam room, the sauna.
That sounds nice.
With a continental breakfast.
Getting all them impurities out.
Oh, no, we don't want the guys to train themselves, so we hire people that cut their food and feed them.
Jealousy.
Yeah. So, my prediction is one of two things is going to happen. Either the Bengals are really morons, and they're going to hold fast to this.
And the rookie going?
And Cincinnati is going to average 45 points a game
and still lose
and give up 50 and lose all their games and just be garbage. Or, and this is the sad part, this is the best case scenario, they're going to keep being hard-headed. They're going to go like 0-3 because the defense is giving up all those points. They're going to have to oversign both of them. And then we're going to have all this struggles to go contracts again next year because they went into a full-hearted contract because they just had to try to make something happen.
Yeah. With the rookie, they can only make it so big, right?
Yes, but because of the rookie pay scale. But he's a top 7.
He's a top 20
so
pick.
He's supposed to be guaranteed a certain amount. Like
a very good amount.
Yeah, so.
That's why he's trying to get him.
That's why they're trying to get it so that if they cannot pay him on the other end,
so cheap. Why are you trying to screw over the rookie? Like,
because you can.
He getting diddled.
You're not even saving that much.
He's getting diddled.
You just suck. You just suck, guys.
It's terrible.
That's because they had to pay.
T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
They had to keep their.
Philly does it. Kansas City does it. Be a better GM. What can I tell you?
They found a way.
I'm sure Philly cheats.
I am too, but I'm pretty sure the books is dirty.
Howie Roseman doing something with
cooking them books in some way, shape, or form. I'm not sure how he's doing it.
I don't know,
but he's cooking them books. There's no way he's paying all these guys.
Between Philly and Kansas City, I think somebody know what the bodies are.
Devontae, Then he was paying who on the defensive side? Like my man was.
I mean, up until this year, Jason Kelsey had a pretty good contract.
Yeah.
You got Hassan Reddick just left.
Yeah.
Who else do they have on the defense? I don't know. There's so many people. Well, they did lose a bunch of them.
They lost Darius Slay.
They lost Slay.
But he was a contract.
They lost Bradbury.
Yeah, those are
They
contracts.
lost a couple linebackers. Oh my God. They signed Baum, but they lost somebody
They
else.
still have N'Kobe Dean? No,
Yes.
They do? Okay.
Yes.
Um,
They have the young Georgia guys, but pretty much all the old heads are gone.
yeah. Oh, that's too. The one who got retired.
Hey, Brandon Graham gone?
Brandon Graham retired.
Yeah. That's who I was thinking of. Brandon Graham. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to come out and be like, I think Philly is going not going to be. I think Philly is going to be the disappointment next season.
You think so? I hope so.
Which I don't want. Well, yeah, I do hope. Like it's
But-
a 2-part. Like I honestly do believe it, and I'm hoping so. I'm like,
Yeah.
I hope I'm right about this feeling. But the last time they had to change coordinators, didn't go so well. They lost a lot of them pieces that kind of made their defense that super deep, super scary monster
you think
it
they
was.
gonna miss their coordinator that much? Come on.
I feel like Kellen Moore got that offense back together. They was garbage the year before that.
Kellen Moore
Remember?
gonna be garbage this year.
Kellen Moore doesn't impress me.
Kellen Moore-
Unless
garbage
Tyler
this year.
Shaw comes through, he can come through. I believe.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, I don't know, but
So you don't
so
think there's a chance that the rookie might just like and sign it?
oh hell no,
No.
oh hell no, no.
The fact that they're now they're going to be looking through that thing even more fine than that. No,
Yeah,
they're
nah.
not.
Yeah.
No,
He ain't sitting on that. No, there ain't no agent in the world gonna let you sign that. That's garbage.
what's crazy?
You need to
me
go
is,
home.
How did you try to fit that in there? It's going to be more to see what else comes out of this because everything's going to be starting to get really.
Well, I think these rookie contracts are going to have to be a little bit different anyway because now they're used to making money. They make money in college. They're not as desperate as they used to be. You know what I'm saying?
a lot. Some of them even
They're
the good
taking
ones.
these football players are taking business classes now.
Yeah.
They're learning the trade. They're ready for retirement before they're even ready for playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think you could take advantage of them like they used to take advantage
No,
of
they
them.
know what they're and they're making sure they get more reputable, more aggressive.
That's why they're getting more
managers now.
and more they get, that's why I'm saying they want more up front because they know what it is.
Yeah,
The NFL used to be able to get away with doing that, but not
Yeah.
now.
yeah.
I mean,
All these everybody wants to be their own businessman. They don't have their own, and you're not gonna get that with these football players. They know what they're putting on the line, and also that's why I think we're also seeing like when they start to feel like a certain type of way. That's why they end up retiring, getting these early retirements.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna start seeing a lot more under 10.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, like 11, 12.
I made a good amount of money. I had a good career.
But
We-
some
we-
people
we
just
could-
like playing football.
That's
That
very,
is true.
now we're still gonna have those ones who decide to do 16 seasons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're going to have the 42, 43,
but I think
44s.
you're gonna. Yeah, but we're gonna. I think that's a little bit different breed though.
Yeah.
Because we're starting to see like these past 10 years, those guys have been in the league for 10 years or less. You're seeing a lot more leave under the 10-year thing, and they're decent players.
Yeah.
No, a lot of them are more injury. You're starting to see the
oh.
injury-prone
Because
guys
these
not
injuries
push
are
it this far.
non-contact injuries, so they usually end up abusing something bad. You know, like
And but you're just starting to see the injury-prone guys not
they're
pushing
down
like they
on
used to.
concussions, but oh my,
Yeah,
rip ligaments and stuff. Oh my
All right,
goodness,
an all-time high.
it's crazy.
them Achilles and them ACLs, baby.
Ooh, it's been,
I'm still waiting to see the ACL tear come down, and because remember before, when back in the day, it was done.
Oh, that was your career.
But now,
Oh, that's- yeah,
but now
yeah.
these guys are back on their feet, working back out. I'm like,
I mean,
Yeah,
Would they-
you tear your ACL in preseason, you could be back by the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, what they do now is insane. Like,
Yeah, how they just
I
go
broke
into
my
little-
leg
yeah,
on
yeah.
February, and they got much better. You know.
yeah.
So yeah, it's insane what they can do.
That's true. When you think about how short amount of time it is, but look like how where you're at,
Yeah.
Yeah.
medicine is
So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just we'll see. I am, like I said, I'm excited because I miss football itself, but I am nervous about this season.
it's all of us gonna be nervous because we still got
He not nervous.
a hope,
So-
but we also
You
still
know
have
what?
people who are still free agents.
Okay. I'm gonna
Keenan
put it
Allen
this
still ain't
way.
signed nowhere, has he?
You know why I'm not nervous?
Why are you not nervous?
Because what's the worst that happens? We're as bad as everybody said we are?
That's pretty bad. Because y'all was
Hey.
bad last year.
But if all I hear is how bad we are. So if all that happens is that just stays there,
Not as bad as me.
what's the matter? It doesn't matter.
I don't know. I think
There's only one way left to go.
This is because Dallas hurts me different. As soon as I start to believe, as soon as I'm like, okay.
Let her believe in like the middle of the season. Like let her have a stretch where they play like Philly and Kansas City back to back, and she like murders them. They'll get like absolutely embarrassed by like San Francisco.
I'm serious. As soon as I'm like, okay, we might got this.
No, look at by two people that they have no sense losing to.
And you're like, here, them we them boys, Daniel Jones and the Colts are gonna dice them up, and you're like, how did that?
And then they play the next game and like whoop on somebody. And
you're like, I don't understand
what just happened.
Or then you like they go into a skid out of nowhere. You're like, dog, you just lost 3 in a row. And that's you. And that's like, and then all of a sudden you look up, you made the playoffs.
I'm him in the playoffs. Even like he'll have to keep that playoff. His last playoff win. I mean, he looked good, and you like, okay, Dak, I
finally
see you.
Did it,
and then he looked absolutely like garbage that next week, terrible that next week. You're like, what happened? Like, and then Lamb catches
the ebbs and flows,
everything, and then when you're like, it's just
insane.
But then sometimes it's not even always him. Like even when he starts to turn it back on, they just drop it, like.
Which is why bringing in Pickens is not necessarily the best, because
and that's why I said I need someone that's going to be.
He gets emotional and dropsy. Emotional and dropsy. But a dropsy.
Like Tyreek Hill, that'd be nice.
Oh, you see, James,
I'm here.
James Cook also reported.
He's there. Yeah,
he even reported, even though he's still in contract talks. So I know they're trying to get him paid.
Aaron Rodgers showed up.
Aaron Rodgers.
He don't usually show up.
Okay,
because it was about when he started showing up.
The last 2 days or something like that.
In
mandatory.
the Jets,
because it was a mandatory. Like
he didn't show up for the match. Remember, he was somewhere. He was
he was at OTAs. He was at voluntary. He went to voluntary and then he missed mandatory.
Okay.
And he was like, I talked to the team. That's why I was here for voluntary, so that I could miss this because I had something I was doing.
Yeah.
All right, because he like.
But he was there for that. I saw him and DK throw with DK. I saw him doing a little bit of drills.
He's married now.
Yeah. So we might get a different AR.
No.
I think it's gonna be exactly what it is.
I don't know. I feel like the Jets was just so bad. It's not fair to Aaron Rodgers.
He went linear. The Steelers are a better franchise overall. But that O-line is just as atrocious.
It's just as atrocious.
It's a bad line. I don't know why they don't think they need to do something with their
Russ
offensive
was
line.
running for his life and still threw 30 touchdowns.
Roethlisberger never had a line. They do not think they need to get a line.
He was a moving tree stump.
Yeah, so this tree stump might be even better if somebody was blocking for him.
Yeah, well, that's what made them lazy. They're not thinking they needed anybody to block. Because
but then he started getting old. But we started getting old and getting hit was something different.
Oh, no.
They didn't want to protect the old man.
They let him get messed up.
So, like...
All right, Ben's all right? No, his nose is broke. I think his rib broke, too.
The man can't even go out. All the quarterbacks get hurt. Why do you think all the quarterbacks get hurt? He has to play injured because there's no one else. Like
Charlie Batch was there.
He got hurt.
And then Leftwich came in. He broke his arm.
And then Roger Rothenberg had to come back. Yeah, he hurt his arm, and that was preseason. But like in the actual game, Batch got hurt, Leftwich got hurt, and then Rothenberg had to come back in. It was later when he broke his arm. I think that's when he came back.
Remember they eventually at one point they had Ducky as their quarterback.
They did.
I like Ducky though. Ducky was cool. I thought he should have been. That was it. But
that line.
That's the problem. But we gonna see.
Mason Rudolph getting eaten up because there's no line.
There's no line. They do not think they need. They don't think they need a line.
Doesn't matter who it was. Justin Fields, Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I'm running around like little chickens, and then, but. On some part, Russ is good on the move, and that's why it worked. That's why I'm still surprised they got rid of Russ a little bit, because I felt like it was. You went to the playoffs. I just
look.
Like I said, I'm obviously excited because I think he's going to play pretty well with us. So
I really think the Steelers thought they were. I don't know what the Steelers thought they were doing, but what do I know? They have 6 Lombardis.
That's true.
We'll see.
Yeah,
they got some time.
Unfortunately,
well. Go ahead and like, comment, let us know about anything that you're hearing or anything you're excited about with this upcoming season, because I'm excited about pretty much everything. We revamped everything, so I'm like, yeah, we're excited about all of it. But
that's true.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and hit that
Share.
notification so you know when these are popping up. Hit us on Instagram and hit us on X, and we'll holler at y'all next time. All right, peace.